Good.
So I thought I will give you guys a view of my tree.
Yes. Okay, rock and roll.
Okay. So should we get started? How does it get better? Peter, good morning. We're still waiting. People are still joining in.
The toothache went away, so I'm
So
happy.
toothache went away?
Ah. And yeah, you have electricity, Nithya.
Nithya, good morning.
What do you mean you have electricity?
Nithya, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle. Good morning.
There are crazies who do stuff, right?
Not to me. You don't get away with it.
Yeah.
Okay, just a couple more minutes.
Sure.
We'll wait for people. So are you guys willing to go beyond judgments?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, what, all natural. What can we be or do different today to go beyond all judgments? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that will you now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, what, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Is it easy to go beyond judgments? Tina said yes, and Shweta is smiling. So I don't know whether that smile means yes or no.
Once we decide.
Everything that brought up in it out, we destroyed it. Right, wrong, good, bad, what, all nine shots, boys and beyond.
It's easy if you choose to go beyond judgment.
Yes. What does choosing to go beyond judgment even mean?
Choosing to go beyond judgment is you should be willing to go beyond judgment.
I think we can keep continuing this. So what is being willing to go beyond judgment mean?
Being an interesting point of view.
Okay, what is interesting point of view mean?
Interesting point of view, they have this point of view.
Okay, it's fine. I will stop it here. Otherwise, I think we can keep going on. Yeah. So what choosing to go beyond judgments is not that you will not feel the judgment or perceive the judgment. How many of you are really good at perceiving judgments? You can get the judgment beneath the judgment beneath the judgment. How many judgments are people throwing at you? Right, wrong, good, bad, for all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So wouldn't it be more easier if you don't perceive the judgments at all? Yeah, sometimes you feel that. That's why you like to be around trees, because they really don't judge you. You don't perceive any judgment because they're not judging you. But it's very different again around human beings, right? So everything that brought up in that down, destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, what, all nine shots, boys and beyonds.
And Nithya, actually,
yes.
yesterday afternoon, my mom's eldest sister was 92. She fell down and she got a hip fracture. Okay. And since then I have been getting worried because when I was, 10 years back, my grandfather fell down and then after that, we couldn't have him. So I think I got this very severely into mind that I have been saying this since yesterday. If someone falls, I'm frightened. It's like, I don't know. And it's a very bad energy that's going in me. If an elderly person falls down, I feel that, they won't come back again. So that's something that's disturbing me since yesterday afternoon. And today you picked up like judgment. Maybe I made something like that then. So,
okay. What was your question in the whole thing?
Like, how can I become aware to not to believe that, if someone falls, they'll not come back. So, yeah.
Okay. So, so the idea is the judgments will come, like Anuradha was saying, even your own judgments, your own awareness, or the energy is what shows up. So when the energy shows up, you will assume it to be something of the past because you already know something of the past. And that will be a natural reaction. When the energy of someone falling shows up, you automatically, get back to what happened the last time someone fell down. And that's when the judgment creeps in, the judgment of how was this in the past. So if we need to go beyond judgment, the first thing is to let go of something called a reference point of the past. Because in the past, when this happened, we kind of hold on to that reference into our being in such a way that every time something similar happens, we go back to that reference point and we react in that same way. So what if you had no reference points? Then would life be truly an adventure? Yes. So are you willing to let go of all reference points about anything that you have? Literally.
Yes.
You may even forget which is your favorite color because you will not have reference, right? Would you like that?
Yes.
Yeah. So all of the reference points and objectives that you're still holding on to, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right,
Yes,
wrong?
please write good, bad, shots, twice, and beans. Thank
Sorry,
you.
I'm gonna mute everyone. Thank you. If you have any questions, please unmute yourself. Otherwise, not to say so, but I like my voice very much. I think my voice carries really well in the recording. Right, wrong, good, bad, for all 9 shots, boys and men. Don't I have the sweetest voice ever?
Yes.
So everything that yeah. And now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, for all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So all the reference points and objectives that you're holding on to recreate the past that you desperately would not like to recreate, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So what is going beyond judgment? It is making a different choice at that given moment. That's what it is. I mean, Shweta was giving amazing answers, but how do you actually get more perspective on it? So what happened is, when I used to work in eBay, I used to be the only female manager. And there used to be some meetings which we used to go to, and I used to be the only lady sitting in the whole room. And I was like, how can it be that I'm the only person who's a woman here? And after some point, I learned to accept it. I was like, okay, how much fun can I have being the only woman in this whole room? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots. But initially, I was like, I'm all alone. How comes? How is it that there's only me that is here? And then I left the job and all those things changed. So I was like, when you think finally you've let go of pattern, it still comes back. So everything that brought up and then destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And then there are some association meetings here in our apartments. And I never ever go to apartment meetings. I've never gone in my last apartment. I was like, I don't find any use in them. But apparently here I had to go. The situation has become like that. So there was a meeting and I was going and standing and they were all men. I was the only lady. And I was like, you know what? Working in eBay like some 10 years back, I recreated the same thing. It felt exactly the same. Even though it's a different meeting, the situation is different, the people are different. And that was an official meeting, this is a personal meeting. The reference point was like, and you know how much you love to judge yourself. So I was like, how did I create this again where I'm all alone and everyone else are men? I'm like, interesting. So this is how the reference point or the judgment shows up. And at that moment, as soon as it shows up, first you acknowledge that, okay, I have what stupidity have I done here? I've created a reference point for this. I've connected this with something that is so much different from this time and space. And I'm making it the same. And then I was like, no, let me question here. So let me respond to anything that shows up to go beyond judgment. So I was like, okay, how does it get better? And then women came. They were a little late, but they came. So what happened is but if I had not asked the question and we have, let's say, completely basked into that reference point, then the same thing will happen again. You're so powerful, you will create it. You will create it in such a way that even if other women wanted to come, they would have not come. So that is going beyond judgment. When the same situation presents itself, you get the same energy. Sorry. When the same situation presents itself and when you get the same energy, how do you respond differently? Did that make sense to you guys? So everything that brought up and let down will you now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So all the reference points and objectives that you're using to judge yourself back into the past and recreate the past that you're choosing will you now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine, boys and beyond. Okay, so all the reference points that you're using and choosing to recreate the past in the present will you destroy and uncreate. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyond. And there's an objective here. What's an objective? It's like a reason or, you know, the point as to why should I hold on to this. The objective was, in a way, I was like also proud of myself that I'm the only woman handling everything. In a way, I was like, how can I be the only woman? There's no one else, you know, conflicting points of view. So if I used to ask myself, do I really want another woman? Sometimes I'll get, no, it's okay. I let me be special, you know. And sometimes I'm like, no, I really need another person. I don't want to be all alone and singled out. So there's a conflicting thing here. And the objective is to remain in conflict. Do you like to get out of conflict? Because if you're in conflict, then you can stay as pathetic as you can and you don't have to do anything, do you? So everything that brought up and let down will you now destroy and uncreate. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So the objective could be, yes, I'm special, so it's okay if I'm single. The objective could be, I'll stay conflicted, so I have a reason for not achieving anything. Or the objective could even be, I truly don't want to change anything, because if I change it, then I don't know what's going to happen. So we have some objectives also that do not allow us to go beyond these reference points, these judgments, the way we react. Because going beyond judgment does not mean no one will ever judge you again. Okay. In fact, you may get more judgments than ever. So everything that brought up and let down will you now destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. The more conscious you become, you're aware of more judgments, aren't you? And you're aware of the judgment beneath the judgment beneath the judgment. Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what was the objective? When I went there for the first 5 minutes, I was like, oh no, I'm all alone. Do you like being alone? Do you like to say there's no one for me, there's no one like me? Maybe, maybe not. But I was like, then I said, I'm not doing that. How does it get better than this? And whatever it is, I'm going to have fun here. So how much fun can I have with this? So everything that brought up and let down will you now destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So all the reference points and objectives of the past that you're holding on to, that does not allow you to sense the energy of the moment and change it. Will you now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. It is not that your past judgments will not show up. The universe has a strange way of, I think it's like an exam that you don't pass. So it'll keep giving you the same exam again and again and again. Unless you, unless you clear it. And it's not a one-time thing. Let's say you cleared that exam that the universe gave. There's no guarantee that it won't show up again. Because it's like, okay, she cleared this exam. Let me see if she still remembers it. And then let me put that test again. And here again, will you react like the past, or will you've already passed that? You've done once properly. Will you do it properly again? So it's like that. And the exam keeps showing up. Why? Because you hold on to some reference point. We create it in the end. But the universe has this strange way of, okay, you're not learning. Let me bring you one situation. I didn't learn. Second situation, you didn't learn. Third situation, you didn't learn. Universe has no limits, right? It's like, I can give you abundant opportunities for you to learn. Let me give you n situations. So the faster you learn, the better for you, not for the universe, but for you. So everything that brought up and let down, you now destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Because that's one teacher who has so much patience. She's not going to say, why are you failing 10th standard again and again and again? And again, like, okay, you want to fail? Fail, go ahead. Let me give you the same situation again. So all the reference points and objectives that you are using and choosing to hold on to your past, to recreate the past and to react the way you reacted in the past, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Going beyond judgments is also be willing to have all your assumptions broken. Be prepared for adventures. Have assumptions ever worked? No, it is so funny how people assume things. And the way my language has changed is like so different, so different. Like when I had to go to the police station for some reason, and I was telling them, said, why did this happen? So I told him, I don't know why. I can only assume this is why it happened. He's like, but tell me the reason. Tell me the reason. So I said, this is my assumption. But what is the reason? And I'm like, okay, fine. The reason is this. You should have told me this properly, ma'am, in the first. And I'm like, okay, fine. Right, wrong, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. I said, maybe this is highly likely. This is why this has happened. Can you take it out? Tell me the exact reason. And I'm like, if I know the exact reason, why would I ask you to intervene? He's like, madam, you have to tell the reason properly, madam. Then he said, can you write the complaint? So there also I said, this happened maybe because of this and this. Luckily, he didn't read the maybe because I made it infinite. So everything that brought up in letter to destroy them. Right, wrong, good, bad, for all nine shots, boys and girls. It's how all those things that you assume. And then I bought this this dog door. It was written dog door. So it's manufactured to keep dogs out of a particular place. And so I have a dog. And I thought, okay, let the dog maybe not come to this place where I have small things. He just wants to bite everything. Literally, he'll take everything and put it in his mouth. So I'm like, maybe this is a dog door. So I bought it. Now the beauty is, neither the door knows it's a dog door, neither the dog knows it's a dog door. Only I know that it's a dog door. That was the assumption. So my dog jumped into the door, it went through the gap and it's inside. And the dog door has no clue that it has to keep the dog out. Like it was manufactured to keep the dog out. It has no clue. If my dog just touches it, it falls down. Then my dog can go. It's like that. So it is like, that's how much we assume. We're like, that's how much we like, oh my God, this will work because it's a dog door. It is designed to keep the dog out. So then I bought another dog door. The other dog door, that dog door also doesn't know that's a dog door. So I thought this one maybe a little more conscious. By the way, I'm joking, guys, in case you guys don't get it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys. So the second one also didn't know it is a dog door. So now my dog also doesn't know it's a dog door. This one, my dog thought it's a good piece of wood which I can eat, and he started chewing on it. So he's eaten a lot of parts on it. This one I fixed it, so he's not able to push it and make it fall down. But anyway, everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So everyone perceives different, and everyone judges differently, and everyone assumes differently. So what happened here? I started laughing when the dog door fell. And I said, okay, this is how I should. Probably in the Monday call, maybe I can explain it this way. It's good. My dog is showing me that I can talk about something. Not the assumption that, or the judgment that, oh no, I bought a dog door. What happened? How did it not work? How can it be this way? All that. So everything that brought up in the term, now destroyed and created. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And I think my mom is the best dog door, because if she looks at him and says, don't come, he stops. He actually listens to her. So everything that brought up in letter, and now destroy and create. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds.
So the dog must be thinking, oh wow, Nithya is so kind. She's got me a new toy. I can flip it and I can jump in, and I can jump out, and I can jump in.
Seriously. That was, and then there's another dog door which I put. So I don't know how many dog doors I've put across the house. 1, 2, maybe 4 I've put. So the other one is full steel. It's not even the wood dog doors that I got on Amazon. So that was built for the dog. I was like, make the dog door here. The dog should not come out from here. And so my carpenter made it. And I have a 5th dog door. So there's one more. So what happened to that dog door is it's a, it's kind of an open door. It has like some holes in it. So again, the dog did not know it's a dog door, that this is not the door I should come out through. And he is so small that he could literally could come out through the hole. So the size of that hole was, it looks this much. It doesn't look like my dog can come out through it, but my dog looks big. So it's like, but apparently my dog is full of fur, if you've seen him. So he can actually squeeze himself and come out through that. So that dog door is not going to be used until he grows up, and probably he grows in a way that he cannot get out of it. Otherwise, it's not going to be used. So that was the other funny part. And then the last final dog house that I got built, I was like, this one, the dog will stay inside. Here, I put a lot of windows. I was like, let my dog get a lot of air. My dog likes ventilation. And tiny, tiny windows. But apparently my dog's head is even smaller than that. So he's able to put his head out. So everything that brought him in led on, right, wrong, good, bad, for all nine, pointless. Finally, I let him in the balcony. He has all the space, no doors, nothing. It's just moving. So it's how you adapt to things, how you laugh at things and change things. And that is what I really learned, that the dog never bought your projection or your assumption that this is a place which will hold him. So why do we buy other people's judgments and trap ourselves? Even though there are no doors or walls, we just create that, on ourselves. And okay, this guy is judging me. I won't talk to him. Let me not call this person because I'm sure they'll judge me. I will not call them because they will not pick up. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all the entrance, boys and beyonds. So if you don't call the person, great, don't call them. But be happy. You're like, I wish I'd call them, but they're judging me. It would be so nice if they don't judge me. So everything that brought up in net down, will you now destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all the entrance. Because if you don't call the person, you actually save energy. Talking is some sort of lot of energy. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, and then if you're paying for your phone bill, I think nowadays it doesn't matter. It's not significant, but you save some money also not calling people. So what is wrong with that, right? So everything that brought up in let out, will you now destroy it and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So all the reference points and objectives that you are holding on to recreate the past, instead of growing beyond that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And the universe does present you the same opportunities. It will be different people, different times, but it seems so similar. It's like last time this happened. And how big a conclusionist are you? How many of you love to conclude and judge and judge and judge yourself? You like judging yourself more than you like judging others, but you don't like it if others judge you, do you? Right? You love judging yourself, godzillion judgments onto yourself. But if other person says, you don't look good, you're like, no, how dare they judge me? So everything that brought up in that down, you now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So what can you be or do different? To be aware of what energy is happening in that moment, to be aware of what it is for you, and for you to choose something different. Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. I look like class 10 prom night. Oh, okay. Do you mean I'm looking younger? Because it's a t-shirt and it's not even like half of a prom dress. So it's like, so anyway. Thank you, Navneeta.
Yes, it is in regards to, which one I'm talking about, shamanic healing session.
Okay. You're saying I'm looking 18, right?
Of course, lesser than that.
You guys are
15.
Okay, thank you. How does it get better? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, She put class X. I was like, what is it? Instead of reading as 10, I was like, X-Men? Am I looking like X? What is X? Then I was like, oh, that's 10. How much reference points of maths I forgot. That's very easy for me. I can forget all the reference points related to calculation and maths. So everything that brought up at that down, just right, wrong. And directions. I can forget it so easily. Okay, Himanshi, you have a question?
Yeah, hi Nithya, good morning.
Hi, Himanshi.
Nithya, actually, the reference point which we're talking about right now, like, I woke up with a very bad knee pain, like, I had no clue, like, why this is happening. And you just spoke about the reference point, and which I just remembered, this pain occurred to me 6 years back. So is it I'm carrying that past again, and I'm not aware of that thing? And what question can I ask in this situation? Because the same pain happened. This time it's my right leg, and last time it was my left leg. Like, so it's exactly the same thing.
Okay. Did you ask who does it belong to?
Of course, I did that. Like
Okay.
since early morning, I'm doing that only.
Okay.
I've been clearing entities also.
Truth, is it a reference point?
Yes, it is. Because you spoke just now about it, so I'm
What do
just
you
aware
love?
of it now.
What do you love about that reference point? That you keep on recreating it. Everything that is, will you destroy that? Right, wrong, good,
Yes.
bad, what, POC, all 9 shots, boys and girls. Is it anything to do with being needy?
No.
Okay. It's okay. Whatever it is about, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes. Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, what, POC, all 9 shots, boys and girls. So all the reference points that I'm using to hold on to reasons that I can be stuck and not move forward that I'm choosing, and anything to do with being needy, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, what, POC, all 9 shots, boys and girls. That was only for Himanshi, not for anyone else. And by that, I actually mean it is for everyone. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, POC, all 9 shots, boys and girls. Because everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. And nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. If you try to understand that self, you can confuse yourself beyond confusion. So you're not confused anymore. So go ahead and give it a shot. So everything that brought up and let down, you now destroy them. Right, wrong, good, bad, what, POC, all 9 shots, boys and girls. By the way, I talk extremely fast. I think I've slowed down a lot. I can talk 10 times more fast than this. If anyone feels that I'm talking like extremely fast, please listen to the recording another time or 20 times. It's not a problem because I'm going to talk fast anyway. So everything that brought him and let down, and you now destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, what, POC, all 9 shots, boys and girls. That's why you have the recording at you.
This fast speech is like, it's like touching so much, and it's creating something new. Yeah. Thank you so much for that.
How's your leg? Is it better?
Yeah, it's better while I'm moving, like, so yeah, better from morning, like early morning.
Awesome. How does it get better?
Yeah.
So what can you be or do different? To move with ease. Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Divya is saying, so many times I heard you talking about honor and respect. Can you please tell me the difference between honor and respect? Thank you in advance. Interesting. If you've heard me talk about it so many times, can we re-listen to that recording is what I want to say at the first instinct. But
no, I heard you saying that honor yourself, respect yourself. But I would like to know what, like how to honor ourselves, how to respect ourselves, and what's the difference like?
respecting yourself is both, they're not very different. It's both about how you be true to your own self. So you will not let go of yourself or your values based on anything else that happens around you or based on what anyone else says. It's like, sometimes people are like, can you give me a discount? What is an honoring of access? It is a standard country price. So when I'm honoring someone else, you kind of hold on, irrespective of how much temptation is there, you hold on to their values. That is honoring the other person. Because what is honoring of access? Access has given us. Even though there are very few rules, there are some rules, right? So this is the price of a foundation class. So when people ask, and it's amazing, they're like, I'm in a different country, but I'll show myself like I'm in India. Can you give me an India price? I said, no, that's not honoring of access. And will access do, and access doesn't really care. You can just change your address and then show you're in a different country. So anyway, you didn't hear it from me. Hope you're not planning to do that. If you do that, it's not honoring of yourself at all. It is not honoring of, when you dishonor someone, it's like dishonoring you. So when you hold up to whatever value the other person has or the value you have. So I've told those people that's not honoring of access, so I will not be doing that. Similarly, if they are like, I'll give you this amount of money, will you like do this? There's some things I said I will not do. This is not what I want to do. Especially if you're not willing to receive what I have to offer. I'm not truly solely interested only in the money at all. Because it takes a lot more energy to convince someone who doesn't receive, it's really hard. Right, wrong, good, bad, for all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what is honoring of me? This is what I would like to do. So where is your boundary where you feel extremely good about yourself? You will not do anything that makes you feel heavy about yourself. That is honor. Respect is again a type of value that you give yourself. Respect is I value myself and my value does not reduce because of what anyone else thinks of me. That is truly respecting yourself. When you don't judge yourself or compare yourself with anyone, you're actually honoring yourself and respecting yourself. So they are very much related. It's just about it's just about the value you give yourself. Does it make sense, Divya?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have a question, Varsha here.
Yeah, Varsha.
So Nithya, many a times if situations happen in our life, we tend to subconsciously, unconsciously blame ourselves. It's deep rooted. We don't want to do it consciously. However, subconsciously, it comes that it's our mistake.
Okay, so you can blame the subconscious now. That's more fun than blaming the conscious. Right, wrong, good, bad, thought, talk, all nine shorts, boys and girls. What is your question?
Yeah, my question is how to let go these deep voices, deep rooted voices.
It is not deep rooted. Only trees have roots. You're not a tree, are you?
No, I'm not a tree. That's true. Okay. However, I'm grounded. Yeah, that's true. I'm grounded with Mother Earth. Okay. And connected to
do
all
not
the
use the word. Do not use the word.
And cosmos.
Yeah, do not use the word deep rooted. Deep rooted. You're making it more deep rooted.
Okay.
So you heard it. You heard any voice. You heard any thought. It's just the same. How do I let this go? That's it. Okay. One more judgment. One more point of view. One more piece of crap. How do I let this go? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, poison. That's all. The minute you say it's deep rooted, you don't want to change it. And you're like, I cannot dig this out, whatever happens.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. And everywhere you've decided that you're a tree who has lots of deep roots that can never be moved, will you not destroy them?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. Everywhere you have enough excuses to hold on to all the problems that you've decided are problems in your life, you destroy them.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond.
Right.
Even if it's deep rooted, do you not have the tools to remove it? If you would
yes,
like.
Pot pock is good. Or what is right about this too that I'm not getting to?
I have more crap to clear today. So this is another question I started using nowadays, especially since I moved to this house. With how much fun can I clean up things and organize things? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and upgrade it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. So with how much fun can I clean all the crap that I've decided is so deep rooted? Everything that is, will you destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. We don't require deep roots also. Only trees need roots. We don't require it. We like to move. So you don't even have to hold on to it.
Right.
Yeah, cool.
Nithya, some clearing on constipation, please.
Okay. Did we not do that last week?
Yeah, we did. But once again, please.
What invention am I using to stay constipated for so long? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad.
Yes.
What is the deep-rooted invention that I've put in my body that I cannot let go of? That I cannot let go with ease. Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad. Pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. all the conflicting thoughts that I'm using to constrict and constipate myself, will you now destroy and create?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. You might want to run it many times, Varsha, till you feel better.
Thank you so much, Nithya. I will do that. Thank you.
Nithya, I have a question. You spoke about recreating our past point of views and the universe being our consciousness being the teacher, which will keep giving us opportunities. And now then this conversation about this pain happened, that the pain has recreated. Now, why would we do that consciously? So like you said that you are recreating it. So if it's a lovely experience, it makes sense that, I love that so much that it's got recreated. Why would something like that get recreated? Even unconsciously, I'm sure none of us would like to wake up with a knee pain or a back pain or a ugly person in our life whom we did a lot of effort to get rid of. How can that get created? Is it deep down within us that we recreated, we don't even know it?
No, it's like where you put your attention is what you create. So the attention is more on, I would not like this to happen again. Oh no, this is happening. The attention is more on the fear. Last time when this happened, something went wrong. So when the reference point shows up, your attention is more on, okay, what will go wrong here? It's not on, how do I change this? What is right about this?
And you think it into fruition. It eventually happens because you think about it so much.
It's like the defense mechanism, which doesn't defend you at all. Creates more problems for you. And it's not that consciously, of course, you don't want it, but when it does, but you've never cleared it in the first place. So it keeps showing up till you clear it. And when it does show up, instead of like, okay, let me let this go with ease, let go of this with ease, you're like, oh no, what will happen now? The energy is more on the fear. It's coming back again. It's worse than before. So everything that brought up in it. Remember I told you when I was there, I was like, how did I create it again? I was literally looking at it and I was like, oh my God, crap, I created it again. Then I was like, okay, whatever invention I used to create this, I destroyed and created all. How does it get better? So now we have to respond. Because life is an adventure and you have to keep on responding. It doesn't end. And crap shows up. But if you start enjoying cleaning it, it really helps. You're like, okay, I have more crap. Today morning, I was talking to someone and like, this is not even this lifetime crap, I'm sure. I'm like, yeah, it's past lifetime. It's crap of another lifetime. So everything that brought up and let up, destroy them. Right, wrong, good, bad, what, all 9 shots, poison. Be kind to yourselves because you're not clearing only this lifetime of crap. You're clearing lifetimes and lifetimes of reference points, of crap, of judgments. But you've been given the opportunity to be aware this life. And if you use it, well, you can let it go. If you don't let it go also, it's fine. You'll be given more and more opportunities, which is not truly fun. The same thing comes back again. Is it fun? Possibilities are fun. So everything that brought up in there, will you now destroy and create? Right.
I just realized I created this pain because I've been going to Garba practice since 6 days, and every day I used to remember, what if I get the pain again while dancing? So that's what Tina spoke about, like good things, okay, most welcome, like to create. But what about all these pains and
Yeah, you were like, what if it comes again? You had a reference point and you're like,
yeah, I had it. Yeah.
Because you're that powerful. Whatever you think will get created.
Oh my God, yes.
So that's how powerful everyone is, right? And I was like, I was about to turn that meeting into a disaster by saying, oh God, it happened again. I'm the only woman here again. And then I was like, no. And it takes 10 seconds to create a disaster. Similarly, you can change it in 10 seconds. So everything that brought up in it, will you now destroy and create it all? Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So all the inventions that you're using to create reference points and recreate the energies of the past, even though today is extremely different, will you now destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. I think the next clearing should be, what would it be like for me to get a dog door, which my dog knows? Should use the dog. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So that's it, right? Everyone thinks differently. You think something, the other person thinks something else. So take life as it comes, not with the assumption that, yeah, this is what's going to be happening. Be prepared for all the cases. But you don't be, but then don't engage too much into be prepared for the worst case, then you're creating the worst case. So live as, how does it get better than this? How do I make this better? How do I make this better? So every point of view that you've bought, that you have to be prepared for the worst case. And then you can be grateful for something better. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all to create a reality full of possibilities and best cases? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
And being so much grateful for the pain to show up so that I could acknowledge and get
Awesome.
and release it and release it.
And release.
Yes.
Can you speak about creating signs of aging by looking at others? I tend to do it when I see it on others. It's not even there, but I tend to do it. I also created eye power in the same way. What can I do to stop this and change it all? Interesting point of view. I have this point of view that I'll recreate by looking at others. And all the biomimetic mimicry and biomimetic mimicry you're using to create your life, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. On that note, I have a foundation class coming on October 7th to 9th. If you join that class, you'll be taught how to do biomimetic mimicry. If you already know how to do the biomimetic mimicry process, you can do that. And what do I love about mimicking others, even though I know that's stupid? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And interesting, can you mimic all the money they have and create it? Yeah, that. So how do I use this to my advantage? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So all the reference points and objectives that you're using and choosing to create your life this way, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. Any more questions, guys? What else can we add here? All the hidden agendas and hidden objectives that I'm holding on to, that I'm not aware of, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What is hidden in the hidden agenda is pulling you down. So when you have an hidden agenda, it will limit you. So that's the reason why you have to let it go. So what is hidden under the hidden agendas that I do not realize, that I hold on to the hidden agendas, thinking it may create greater for me, will you now destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. All the reference points and objectives and hidden agendas that I'm holding on to, that I've decided are so deep-rooted that I cannot let go, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. All that is hidden under the hidden agendas that I'm not willing to see, that if I choose to see, I would let go of all my hidden agendas, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What is it that I'm not willing to see and acknowledge to change what is happening in my life right now? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What is it that I'm not willing to see and acknowledge in all the hidden agendas that I'm functioning from? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What is the value of holding on to reference points and objectives? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What do I love about my past that I keep recreating it? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, any questions, guys? Someone has typed something. Okay, Himanshi says the pain is releasing, letting it go eventually. How does it get better than that? So what can I be? To be so aware of how to let go of all the crap with fun, everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that will you now destroy and uncreate it all.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
Nithya, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you please give more clearing on biomimetic mimicking?
Okay, have you, is in the foundation?
I have done foundation.
Yeah, it is there in the manual.
Okay, right. Okay, thank you.
Exact same clearing. It is only one clearing. So all the biomimetic mimicry and biomimetic mimicry of other people's pains, pathways, and realities that you're using to create your life, will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, persons. Jasmine, are you raising your hand for a question or you're saying, okay.
So Nithya, can we talk about hesitation? So there is something that you are required to do. You know that it's required to be done. And every time you think of doing it, you don't feel like doing it. And you keep postponing it. And you know it's important. I know it's the typical humanoid trait. You keep pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, pushing it till the time it becomes absolutely necessary to be done.
Don't tell me that. I think I did. I've done that. I have to do some work for you now.
I've been pushing one thing that I am required to do. I know it will create bigger for me. I just don't get the energy of it.
Are you afraid of creating bigger?
Maybe.
What have you defined as creating bigger? That is okay to do sometime late in the future and not now. Everything that is will you now destroy and create.
Yes.
Good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts. Then you cannot hold on to your reference points, right? If you become big, create bigger.
Yes.
Love your reference
Bingo.
points.
Bingo.
So you love them. They're like, I will do it, but all my reference points will go. So I'll not do it. But I know I'll do it one day, so I will not do it now. And then I
can do it one day. I know that I can do it one day. It's just that I will not do it one day. Wow. No wonder you spoke about reference points and I came up with this. Wow.
What you love about holding your reference points that you will never want to let them go. So these reference points are not Dairy Milk chocolates because I don't give my chocolates to anyone, right? Wrong. But I've learned to outcreate that point of view. So now I'll buy 5 or 6. So if I have 3, then the other 2 I'm okay to give others. It's like that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, poison. Now I'm not telling you guys to eat chocolates, okay? Please don't hear this and say Nithya said I can eat all the chocolates. I did not tell that at all. So everything that brought even let down will be now destroyed. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, poison. But anyway, so I love the chocolates and I will hold on to them. But if they expire after a year, would you still want to eat them? So everywhere I've decided the reference points. Do you like chocolates, Tina?
Yes.
Okay. So everywhere I've decided that the reference points are like my favorite chocolates that I want to keep on chewing and eating. Will you now destroy and feed? Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, poisoned, beyonds. So what do I love about holding on to my reference points? That I resist moving into and becoming the space that I can truly become. Everything that is times a godzillion will be destroyed and created. Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, I'm going back to the chat.
Hi, Nithya. I would like to ask a question.
Yes, Mona.
What I do is I keep on, creating so many things. And at the end of the day, I feel like I have not completed anything. Like there is always something pending, and before one thing gets over, I always create something that is pending. And so at the end of the day, I feel that, oh my God, I have not done anything. Full day has went off and nothing has been done. Nothing is completed. So what is that? Like, is it because humanoid wants to keep 10 things, so that I don't get bored?
Yeah, what
I'm
is
not,
that? I think you asked the question and answered it yourself.
but I feel exhausting many times. Like I feel that I am exhausted, and I want to change this.
Okay, are you an infinite being, Mona?
Yes.
Okay, you're not an infinite doing, right? Who has to keep on doing, right? You're an infinite being.
Yes.
What are you being? What can you be when you do these actions so that you're energized, regardless of whether you complete it now or not? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and create?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 trust by. So there's a point of view that a humanoid has to do 10 things, and humanoids will get bored. So that point of view becomes your reality. So if you have that point of view, you'll automatically get bored before you finish it. And then you also have to have 10 things. And then you also judge yourself saying, I've not finished it. I've not finished it. And judgment that means when you're doing that action, you're being so judgmental. You're exhausting yourself. You're not saying, I will be so energetic and do this with happiness and let it complete when it does. So I'll do 10 things and all will complete when it does. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So even the humanoid point of view has to be interesting point of view. Otherwise, now, what will I do? I've read, I'm a humanoid, I have to have 10 things. I have only 2. So let me stop this 2 and create a third one, which doesn't make sense. And I do something fourth one and everything I have to do now. So you become a doing, which you're not happy with. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all 9 truths, poisonous. And everywhere you're functioning as if you do not have infinite time and space available to you. Will you destroy and create?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, poisonous. Tina, that might be another reason. I have time. I have infinite time. It's okay.
Yeah.
And one day time will say it has to be done now. And you're like, okay. How many of you filed your taxes on the last day? Yeah, I did it on the for the last. And my auditor is even worse. Even if I tell him like 1 week before, he's like, I will do it only on the last day.
Yeah. Even I found one like that. He was time.
He's like, there, right? I'm like, when will you file it? Still 1 more week is there for the last day.
And what happens, like, until the thing becomes so much, at the last moment, till the last moment comes, and at that time it happens with ease. But when I have lot of time or ample of time, I'm not doing it, like I'm not able to finish it. But then when this emergency comes or urgency comes, it happens
because you know you can do it in the last minute. So you do it in the last. I have stopped fighting that now. Now I'm like, last minute, TK, I'll do it in the last minute. It's okay. When the energy is right.
And interestingly, we always know. The last minute also we define. We know that it will take 8 hours or something. So we'll begin at 12 at night, and in the morning, wow, it's done. 10 o'clock is the target, and you finish at 9:15, 9:20. So you always know. Even that you know how much time will require. So we refuse that knowing also, okay, how much time it will take to do it, even at the last moment. That's the funny part.
Yeah. Anyway, so Mona, it's okay. How much ease and fun can I have with everything? Right, wrong, good, bad. There's no last moment. There is no, you just have to be fun when you do. Then you'll be energized.
No, it's extended to December 31st. Bye-bye.
It is okay. But anyway, September 31st is not even a date. I just checked the calendar.
I didn't see that. Okay, good joke.
I was like, my auditor told me September 31st is 30th. This month end is the last. So I assumed. I didn't know it. But then also I couldn't type the wrong assumption. So I typed September 31st. Doesn't exist, at least in this year or in the last 100 years. Don't know everything that brought up in it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online, shots, boys, and beyonds. Okay, last question is already in the chat. Biometric mimicry, is it comparing us with others? No, it's mimicking others. It's like your friend who's 40 years tells you, I'm 40 now, I got headache, I got glasses, and then immediately you also get headache and you get glasses. It's like mimicking the other person. Please do some clearings to be more present. Divya, I think all the clearings I did were for that only. So everything that brought up in letter, now destroy it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online, shots, boys, and girls. What can you be or do different to become more present? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that. Will you now destroy and upgrade it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, and beyonds. Okay, I was just about to say bye, people, and someone joined right now. Interesting. So I'll just wait for her to connect and see, but maybe she joined by mistake. So everything that brought up in it, will now destroy that upgrade. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, and beyonds. So whatever invention all of you are using to forget the time and to join, this is last minute. Huh? This is last minute creation. So everything that brought up in it, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, and beyonds. Thank you, Parul. Thank you so much. So on that note, I will see you guys next week, not the same time, 1 hour earlier than this time, just because we're all confused with time. And everywhere you're so last minute that you will only join the call in the last minute. You're not just trying to upgrade. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys. Okay, thank you guys. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Nithya. Thank you.
Thank you, Nithya.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nithya. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.